Hello everyone and welcome to Newman's Nate. Toby hunting boxes 64 and 65 on the year in nickels. I'll bring you in on our first find. Roll 2 and the Ender coin was a 1958 from Denver. Roll 6 has 2 finds. First, a 1957 from Denver, and then a 1953 from San Francisco. Roll 7, and we have a 1955 from Denver. Roll 8, and we actually have a first-year Jefferson nickel here from 1938 from Philadelphia. Same roll, roll 8, and we have a 1957 from Philadelphia. Roll 9, and we have a 1947 from Philadelphia. Roll 11, and the Ender coin was a 1939 from Philadelphia. Roll 12 has 2 finds. First, a 1940 from Philadelphia, and then a 1958 from Denver. Roll 13, and we have a 1958 from Denver. Roll 17 has 2 finds. First, a 1946 from Philadelphia, and then in the middle of the roll we have a 1939 from Philly. Roll 19, and we have a 1946 from Philadelphia. Roll 22 has 2 finds. First, a 1946 from Philadelphia, and then a 1957 from Denver. Roll 27, and we have a 1954 from Philadelphia. Roll 29, and we have a 1948 from Denver. Roll 33, and we have another 1939 from Philadelphia. Roll 34, and we have a 1959 from Denver. Roll 36, and we have a 1957 from Denver. Roll 38, and we have a 1952 from Philadelphia. Roll 39 has 2 finds. First, a 1958 from Denver, and then yet another 1939 from Philadelphia. Roll 42, and we have a 1946 from Philadelphia. Roll 43, and we have a Canadian nickel from 1988. Roll 45 has 2 finds. First, a 1946 from Philadelphia, and then a 1952 from Denver. Roll 49, and we have a 1958 from Denver. Alright, box 64 is done, and this is everything we got. We got all these 40s and 50s, all of these 39s, and then there's one 1938, and a Canadian, and a really nice 62 Denver. I'll bring you in on the first find in box 65. Roll 2 has 2 finds. First, a 1959 from Philadelphia, and then a 1956 from Denver. Roll 3, I pulled it out of the box, and we have a Buffalo Nickel Ender. I cannot believe it. Let's open the nickel roll up and see what the Buffalo Nickel's date is. Alright, I've got roll 3 open, and it's the only coin in here. It is a Buffalo Nickel from Philadelphia Mint, 1936. Very nice. Roll 7, and we have a 1948 from Philadelphia. Roll 8 has multiple finds. First, a 1953 from Denver, and then the second coin is a 1957 from Denver, and then the third coin is a 1952 from Philadelphia. Rule 9, and I think we have a silver nickel. This one right here is looking kind of suspicious. Yes, it is. We just need 2 more silvers to snazz up the silver jar. But next year, the next video that you see in 2024, the silver jar will look beautiful. Now, back to our war nickel. It is a Philadelphia Mint, 1943. Very nice. Same rule, Rule 9, and we have multiple finds. First, a 1941 from, I think, Philadelphia. I might pick some of that off to see what it is, but it looks like a Philly to me. We have a 1939 from Philadelphia, and then a 1952 from Denver. Rule 12, and we have a 1946 from Philadelphia. Rule 14 has 2 finds. First, a 1946 from Philadelphia, and then a 1941 from Denver. Rule 15, and we have a 1958 from Denver. Rule 17 has 2 finds. First, a 1954 from Denver, and then a 1955 from Denver as well. Rule 18, and we have a 1958 from Denver. Rule 22, and we have a 1959 Ender coin from Denver. Halfway done with the box, and we have a 1941 from Denver. Rule 33, and we have a 1940 from Philadelphia. Rule 34 has multiple finds. First, a 1948 from Philadelphia, a 1952 from San Francisco, and then yet another Buffalo nickel. Philadelphia Mint on a dateless coin, so I'll bring it back with a date. Alright, the Buffalo nickel is from 1923, Philadelphia. Rule 35, and we have a 1941 from Denver. Rule 36 has 2 finds. First, a 1953 from Denver, and then a 1939 from Philadelphia. Rule 37, and we have a 1940 from Philadelphia. Rule 40 has 2 finds. First, a 1955 from Denver, and then a 1948 from Denver as well. Rule 41, and we have a 1954 from Denver. Rule 48, and we have a 1940 from Philadelphia. Rule 50 has 2 finds. First, a 1949 from Philadelphia, and then a 1959 from Denver. Alright, box 65 is done, and this is probably going to be the last nickel hunt of 2023. So, we're going to make it a good one, and I'm going to show you every single coin. These are all the 40s and 50s that we got in this box. We got 2 39s, a silver, 2 buffs, and a really nice 63D. Now I'll bring you in with a full wrap-up. Alright, here's the full wrap-up. These are all the 40s and 50s. All 6 of these coins here are 39s. We have 2 really nice 60s, a Canadian, a 38, a silver, and then 2 Buffalo nickels. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Proud to squeeze in some silver at the end of the year for the jar.